Well, good morrow, my friends. Welcome to Writing Sonnets with Shakespeare. I am your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare. I love you. You love me. There's mutual glorious affection. You know how it is. Yes. Good morrow. How was your weekend? I hope it was full of love, whether it was for another person that you are snugly with, whether it was for a friend, whether it was for just a loved one, whether it was for a cat or a dog or a shark or for yourself. I hope there was a lot of love this past weekend for Valentine's Day. And good morrow to you all. I'm so very glad to have you here with me in the writer's room. We're going to be making something fantastic today, something creative, something unique, maybe silly, but definitely special. We're going to do that collaboratively together. So happy to have all of you here this morning with me so far. Over on YouTube, we've got Kathy Evans, good morrow, London Fog and Screaming Dragon, and David Percival in Twitch, good morrow to you. Lovely to have all of you here. Make sure that you take part in the Twitch comments or the YouTube comments or even the Facebook comments, because this show is streaming or live on all of those platforms. Yes, and you can get those by going to linktree/Shakespeare.approves. Again, that is linktree.e/Shakespeare.approves. Why do I insist on saying it like that? I have no idea. It makes me happy. Makes me laugh. All right. But also specifically, you can watch the show live on Facebook. Facebook.com/Shakespeare.approves. Go like and follow me there. It is the only way I judge my self-worth in life. Sad but true. You can discover, get notifications over on YouTube. YouTube.com/Shakespeare.approves. Go like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, do all the things. Comment in, well, the comment section to push engagement. It really helps me out over there with YouTube's algorithm. So thank you for that, my friends. And I'm starting to put up more shorts on YouTube as well. So really appreciate it if you go give me a follow over there. And Tuesday mornings, you can stream the show live on Twitch, twitch.tv/Nat21Adventures. And that is not quite the original home of Writing Sonnets with Shakespeare, but it has been the main home for most of these last nearly 6 years. So twitch.tv/Nat21Adventures. If you have an Amazon Prime membership, you can use that to get a 30-day free trial of Twitch and consider spending that with us. And you can support the Twitch channel by going to patreon.com/Nat21Adventures. Get Paolo some money to run the channel and pay for his various social media mavens. So that would be absolutely fantastic. So twitch.tv/Nat21Adventures. But let's get into the show, shall we? How you doing? It's so lovely, again, to have all of you here with me. I had a fantastic Valentine's weekend myself with Off-Screen Wife. It was a 3-day weekend for us, so it was truly glorious. London Fog saying, what's the Bang Path? Is it Shakes? Link? Is Bang Path Linktree? Oh, you're doing the thing for Twitch, getting the links up in there. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm just seeing that in the comments. I'm like, what does that mean? But thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. So, yeah. If you are on Twitch, you can click on that directly, linktree/Shakespeare.approves. If you're on YouTube or Facebook, it's also in the show notes. Some fun announcements, though. I was going to save it to the end of the show, but I'm going to do it right now. You see, this show is going to twice a week, Tuesday morning live stream, and then also we're going to have a Thursday pre-recorded episode. So you can watch it all here, but on Thursdays, it's going to be YouTube only as a pre-recorded episode. I just recorded the first one yesterday. Let me take that down right there for just a moment. So new episodes of Writing Sonnets with Shakespeare pre-recorded Thursdays on YouTube. exclusively. And then the live stream will be all the places it's been on Tuesday mornings. And how it will work is basically the candy jar. So previous sonnet candy jar suggestions will be thrown into the mix. And if you have any suggestions for things, write them into the comments, write them into send me a message on YouTube, or email me as well. Wherever you wish to get in touch with me, you can do so. Basically, just in order to get the new content going. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm very excited about doing this. I'm excited to have another show going up in 2 weeks whilst I am driving to Florida. So it's going to be a fun time, more content for you from me. And again, if you wish to email me your ideas, you can do so by emailing shakespeare@shakespeareapproves.com. That's shakespeare@shakespeareapproves.com. But yes, that is going to be exclusively over on YouTube. So youtube.com/shakespeareapproves. Make sure that you are subscribed to that. It will be fantastic to have you there following that show as well. It's a continuation of this, but just, pre-recorded. And we might do some of those pre-recorded episodes live just by private link, possibly through my Patreon. Speaking of Patreon, let's talk about that. If you'd like to support the show on a more recurring basis, you certainly can do so by going to becoming a Patreon of the Arts at patreon.com/Shakespeare. Patreon.com/Shakespeare is where I put up content specifically for supporters. And tiers start at $3, go up to $30. Everybody does get the same rewards because money continues to be tight. And one of the new features is going to be potentially joining me every so often for a pre-recorded episode of Shakespeare's, rather writing sonnets with Shakespeare, so that you can write with me live. And then those will just get edited down to fit inside of like a 45-minute block. So really appreciate your support and everything. You can support me also on a one-off basis or get your own sonnet commissioned at coffee.com/Shakespeare. It's ko-fi.com/Shakespeare and buy me a cuppa. In fact, let's have a nice noisy slurp right now. Oh, that's good internet audio. I don't care who you are. I need to come up with more random English pronunciations and spellings for you. But basically all I'm going to say is this morning, mind the gap. There we go. So do all of that. Get your own sonnet commissioned over at coffee.com/Shakespeare. And also you can buy my album, or albums rather, over on Bandcamp. Bandcamp, shakespeareapproves.bandcamp.com. I have 2 albums, Are You There, God? It's Me, Shakespeare, and Those Midsummer Nights, Shakespeare's Summertime Study Guide. Both of them have fantastic guest artists. Lady Prudence and Matthew Young of Rose Way are on both of them. We also have Foxy Bald and Jim Hancock and many, many more. So let's get into it, my friends. Start getting your sonnet suggestions of what we're going to write about today into the comments right now. And we can really get cracking here. But let's review of what we're doing. Why are we here? What are we doing? Well, we're here to write a sonnet. A sonnet is a 14-line poem with 3 4-line stanzas. The first line, line A, rhymeth with the third line, line B. The second, with a third line, line C. The second, line B, rhymeth with the fourth line, line D. And you repeat that formula for all 3 stanzas. You close it all off with a rhyming couplet. There's 2 lines that rhyme with each other. And it's 10 syllables per line, which means iambic pentameter. You can go to 11 syllables, hendacasyllabic, your SAT word of the day, if the need arises. So going a bit more into iambic pentameter, what is it? Well, as I said, 10 syllables per line. So ba 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 ba. An example line is, shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Each of those 2-syllable phrases is called an iamb. I-A-M-B. That is a metrical foot consisting of one short or unstressed syllable followed by one long or stressed syllable. And that gives us iambic pentameter. So clear as mud? Fantastic. Let's get into it. What are we writing about today? Throw your suggestions into the comments. Speaking of comments, there's a couple of great ones here. London Fog saying, I'll have to send my lines to you for a pre-recorded episode unless you find that I have an access. No, send lines, send lines, send lines. I always love them. And saying, this was a ploy to get me to become a patron all along. A ploy all along. It was a big conspiracy for 6 years. You know, I won't stay away from poetry writing streams. I love that. Ode to the unbeatable urge to make art. Fantastic. I love that. Ode to sweet treats, saying Kathy Evans on YouTube. I love that as well. But all of that will go into this week's sonnet. So as you can see, it's an ode to. And for those of you who are new, going, why are they saying ode to? Every sonnet is an ode or a paean or in honor of something. This sonnet is no different. So unbeatable, urge to make art, and ode to that, and ode to sweet treats. Both of those are fantastic. Right below those, we have candy jar. Candy jar is where we throw our lines that we like, but we're not yet sure what to do with, and sometimes we hold them off for future projects as well. This is done a lot in professional writing rooms that you see for sitcoms such as The Good Place. Good Place was well known for having a candy jar. There were fun lines and jokes from season 1 that didn't actually make it into a live shooting script until season 4. So that is kind of fantastic to have this level of knowledge. And maybe at some point we'll just combine all of the candy jars ever and put that into one big smash and grab. That would be delightful. So we have 2 fantastic sonnet suggestions right now. Ode to sweet treats and ode to the unbeatable urge to make art. Those are both delightful. Throw them into throw your votes into the comment sections of your various social media and let me know what you would like to do. In the meantime, while we're waiting for that, just letting you know what I'm about. Coming up, we have the Florida Renaissance Festival. Yes, Florida Renaissance Festival is going to be February 21st through March 8th. Rather, that's when I'm there. And you can get more information or buy tickets by going to the handy dandy QR code right here. Oh, I did it right. That's fantastic. Right here on your screen. You can either snap a pic of that with your camera if you are streaming this upon a telly, or you can do a screenshot of it as well and then click on it later. So Florida Renaissance Festival, and then I'll be at the Smithville Renaissance Fair in April. That's a 1-weekend show right outside of Atlantic City, and I love that because several times after the Saturday performance, I will go into Atlantic City to the boardwalk, get dinner at a fantastic restaurant such as the Rainforest Cafe, and that's just fun. Off-screen wife and I have done that on more than one occasion. I'll be at the Oklahoma Renaissance Fair most of the weekends, I think all but the final one, April 25th through May 17th. And then the New Jersey Renaissance Fair, along with my 20th anniversary show. Speaking of the New Jersey Renaissance Fair, my 20th anniversary show, I would like you to scan this. I almost had it. This handy dandy QR code right there. It is different than the first one. To get tickets for the New Jersey Renaissance Fair and my 20th anniversary show. I'm doing an after-hours show at New Jersey Ren Fair on June 6th. You can use my code TheBard26 to save $5. Now, here's how that is going to be. And it's right there, even bigger now. TheBard26 to save $5. Now, you can do it to save $5 off of your entire package. You can do it to save $5 off of individual tickets if you make several individual purchases. So if you have a family of 4 going and you want to save $5 off of each of them, do each one as a separate transaction. Now, with taxes and fees, I don't know if that will actually work in your favor or not. You will have to potentially open a separate browser window and decide for yourselves. I don't know. But that is how that will work. So use my code TheBard26 to save $5 off of the New Jersey Ren Fair tickets and my after-hours program. Oh, crap. Right now, I got to go the opposite hand. Opposite hand, Shakespeare. You know you can do this. All right. So go to that code right there to save that money and join me in New Jersey. But let's get back into our sonnet. All right. Remember, you can also get your own commissioned at coffee.com/Shakespeare or buy me a cup of coffee. Do it. Another noisy slurp. Good internet audio. Okay, here you are. So what are we writing? We are doing Ode to Making Art today. Let us do that. And all right. So our Ode to Making Art. All right. Or rather, as London Fog said, the unbeatable urge to make art. Making art, the unbeatable urge to make it. All right. Happy Mardi Gras, Evelyn down in Louisiana. I hope you are having a fast night this day. So throw your line suggestions in here. Remember, we're looking at 10 syllables per line for iambic pentameter. 10 syllables per line is our golden mean. If you're a little under, we can fluff them out. If you're a little over, if it's 11, that's fine. Hendacasyllabic, or we can find ways to shorten it or even split them up. So get all of that in there. Get your line suggestions in. Making art, the unbeatable urge to make it. Let's go, my friends. The ideas pop into my head at night, saying Screaming Dragon. Well done, I like that. The ideas pop into my head at night. I love that. That's a good one. Good start. They keep me awake until I write. Ooh. Keep me awake until I write. The ideas. So the ideas pop into my head at night. Hendacasyllabic. They keep me awake until I write. So they just keep me awake until I write. That would also work. They just keep me awake until I write. Like that. All right, let's get more in here as well. Speaking of Mardi Gras, what's everybody's plans? For me, I'm off sugar now for the most part. I know, it's crazy. It's cray-cray. Because I just started with a PCP, a primary care physician. First one I've had in quite a few years. 5, I think. 4, maybe. It's been a bit. My last one was great. Her name was Jen. She was amazing and sarcastic, and I loved her. She was like an older sister in many ways. Just very snarky and would joke around with you and really cared about her patients. But then we lost her as our doctor. Her practice closed, and then she had to move away and all that. So, like, to get a job, as it works. But anyway, got a new doctor, Dr. Gordon. He's lovely. But ordered a blood test, and all of my cholesterols are high. My good cholesterol is high. My bad cholesterol is very high. And among other, and it's like, oh, you're at elevated risk for a heart attack, Shakespeare. And I have no desire to go down that road. So I'm off sugar for a good bit, among other things. Like better diet overall, not just off of sugar, and exercise, better exercise, because I do love running. So more consistent, better exercise for that. So friends, get checked out. Good heart health. It is February. We just had Heart Weekend, and you know, good heart health for everybody. So let's do it. And remember, women, you tend to have different symptoms for heart attacks and heart disease than do men. So get you all checked. Don't let somebody tell you, are you sure? Yeah, pretty sure you're not just making it up. Don't take that. Just don't do it. Just don't do that. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So get your hearts checked out. And for Mardi Gras, I'm just going to enjoy really good coffee because that's a New Orleans thing as well. It's an everywhere thing, except Utah. And as one of my favorite new YouTubers that I love, new for me, Alyssa Granfell likes to say, I hope you have your cup of devil's bean juice. I'm not a Mormon. I never was. I was raised Catholic. But I appreciate it. It's so very funny. For those of you who know me in live, I don't actually sip my coffee that loud unless I'm sipping it at a live show into a microphone because I find that funny. In fact, at Louisiana, while we're waiting for more lines to come in, for instance, from Kathy, sort through the basket of collected stuff. Good line. We had, I did a good 1 day, 5 minutes of just English ASMR and people shouting out suggestions. Say this. But I just kept saying it. I did Ian McKellen, and Matt Barry, but just really close into the microphone, such as, you shall not pass. I am a holder of the sacred fire, keeper of the blessed flame. I drive you back to the deep. So that's fun. Or Matt Berry. But you really are the most devious bastard in New York City. But saying it just into the microphone like that, and I find it very amusing. And I'm so glad that my audiences like you do too. So thank you for that. So we have several good lines coming in right here. In the meantime, let's get back to our sonnet document. Why do I do all this? This is ridiculous. Right. Sort through the basket of collected stuff. Sort through the basket of collected stuff. A paragraph begins with splendid grace. My metaphors do badly out of place. Ooh, that's fun, Evelyn. London Fog says if he's sipping the coffee next to them, it's always excessively loud. Pure audio gold. If he's sipping it next to me, it's always excessively loud. 7. All right. Doesn't quite work. Pure audio gold. Pure audio gold. Doesn't quite work. Yeah. The inspiration strikes at such odd times. Ooh, right. The ideas pop into my head at night. Paragraph begins with splendid grace. They just keep me awake until I write. Metaphors do badly out of place. I like that. Those 4 work very well together. So let's do that. Yeah. The ideas pop into my head at night. A paragraph begins with splendid grace. They just keep me awake until I write. Metaphors do badly out of place. That is fun. All right, let's get into our next. I know you're not always writing sonnet lines, you goober. Let's get into our next stanza. Evelyn has some good lines here. Then trips and falls on cliches old and worn, like knights whose armor's dented, bent and torn. Then trips and falls on cliches old and worn, like knights whose armor's dented, bent and torn. These are fantastic, Evelyn. Then trips and falls on cliches old and torn, old and worn, like knights whose armors dented, bent, and torn. Took away the U. Want the U. Make Under Armour, you jerk. The images that come into my head find space as words and pictures on the page. Oh, love it. Images come into my head. Find space as words and pictures on the page. There are mixed up notes in a random pile saying, Kathy, I love that. That is grand, Kathy. See. Everybody is really on fire this day. Then suddenly the stubborn dam gives way. The words pour out and sing upon the page. Oh my goodness! Evelyn. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. You know what? I think I think more great lines coming in. London Fog. I was just looking at this. I'm like, I think there's really I need to possibly redo some of these. My ability won't rise to meet my skill unless I practice. I don't. Who will? Oh, beautiful. That's a parcel under right there. But I think so. I'm going to put that back right here for a moment. I'm going to. And then we're going to. The ideas pop into my head at night. And then we're going to. Let's just keep me awake until I write. My metaphors do about the paragraph begins with splendid grace. So we're going to put that there for the moment. And then take Evelyn's other two lines. And then trips and falls and cliches old and worn. All right. So bear with me right here, because I like that so much. I'm going to rework this. And suddenly the stubborn dam gives way. Oh, all right. And in that moment, oh my goodness, London fog has more. And in the moment when the stars align, the art I make is fully, wholly mine. Oh, I love that. Oh, this is amazing. All right. All right, the tears pop in my head at night. Step down, kiss way. Let's pour out and sing upon the page. Right. Oh, right. So here's what we're going to do. All right. This will go here. The paragraph begins with splendid grace and trips and falls on cliches, old and worn. My metaphors duel badly out of place like knights whose armor's dented, bent, and torn. Ah, yes! So that works beautifully. Evelyn will just versing those. And these pop into my head at night. The images that come into my head, they just keep me awake until I write. All right. Head and page. Let's see real quick. Synonym. Come on, don't freeze. What page? There we go. Head, sheet, yeah. Leaf, head, leaf. All right. So the internal rhymes are killer, I must say. Yes. The internal rhymes are killer, I must say. 11. We're writing it down. That's really what we wanted. The internal rhymes are killer, I must say. Love that. Head, page, leaf, sheet. Let's say leaf because sheet. I don't know. Does sheet infer a little too much of like we're in the bedroom, or is leaf like, or is it like, oh, it's an understandable like the sheet of paper, or do you want to say the leaf of paper? This is a good question right here. This is a very good question. All right. Evelyn, you really are killing it today. Oh my gosh. A masterpiece of wit and clever art that stir the silent chambers of the heart. Oh, goodness gracious. Masterpiece of wit and clever art doth stir the silent chambers of the heart. Gosh. That's grand. I'm gonna say leaf right there for now. If you feel different about that, let me know. The ideas pop into my head at night. The images that come into my head, they just keep me awake until I write. Find space and words as pictures on the leaf. A paragraph begins with splendid grace, then trips and falls in cliches old and worn. My metaphors do badly out of place, like knights whose armors dented, bent, and torn. I beg your pardon, my friends. I should have hit the cough button. Let's have another sip of coffee, but silent this one. Silent coffee drinking, also fine. No, goodness gracious. Well, oh my goodness! You're off today, and your daughter is helping you look over your shoulder. Hello, my friend. Welcome to the show. You know what you should do? Instead of just watching or Grand helping your mom, but open a second device with this on there so that my numbers go up. Yeah? Help Uncle Shakespeare? Yes? Yes? Huh? I don't know. This is glorious. I truly love this job. And that, by the way, is what got off-screen wife to make a comment. Me saying, "Hey kid, open up another device." Evelyn saying, "Okay, let me get my tablet." Oh my god, I love this so much. Oh. Goodness. Right. Well, let's continue. We have a bunch of good stuff here for the third stanza. This could possibly work. Then suddenly when the dam gives way, and in the moment when the stars align, then suddenly the dam gives way. That could work. Let's have right. Stars align. The art I make is fully, wholly mine. The birds pour out and sing upon the page. Not your goofy uncle, more like your goofy older brother in poetry. Well, yeah, because our ages are a lot closer than like me and a child. You know, like I could have. Like, I'm 40 and 5 now. I mean, I could have a fully grown child, like without it being weird. Even like, yeah, like, hey, welcome home. How was grad school? Oh, you have a job, but that's so nice. I don't know why I'd obviously insist that my child goes to grad school, but it makes sense. Yeah, my mythical child, I think, would go to grad school. Yeah, yeah. Like here I am planning out their whole life for them, and they don't exist. Yeah, they're never gonna exist, but it's fun. It's fun. Yeah, maybe it's one of my cats actually. Do you think Pippin could go to grad school? Off-screen wife, do you think Pippin could go to grad school? What do you think what do you think would be his major? Chaos, yes, chaos theory for Pippin. Yeah. You spent so much time wondering if you could. You never took time to think about if you should. And that would be Pippin. Yeah, he would dress like Dr. Ian Malcolm. It's dead. Oh, woe is me. Let me grab the charge up. All right, we're writing that in. All right, there we go. It's dead. Woe is me. Let me grab the charger, and I will help thee. So silly. Since they don't exist, you can make it whatever child I like. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Giving his grad thesis, your Pippi voice. Well, that was the Dr. Ian Malcolm voice.
Oh, the Pippi I guess right here. All right, so you spent so much time wondering if you could. You didn't take the time to think if you should, and that's chaos theory. Yeah. Hello? Hello? Are there going to be any dinosaurs on this dinosaur tour? Hello?
And then you just have this professor, just like, I really hate that cat. Yeah. And yeah, because it'd be great. Yeah. Pippin in some classy, chunky black glasses. Yeah. And a leather jacket. Yeah. I'll see that. I'll see that. It's not why we're here. Let's finish writing the sonnet. Before off screen, I've has to go off and do another session here. All right. All right. Let's see. I think that works. Let's do this. So let's grab these two right here. All right. And then let's try this. And in the moments when the stars align, then suddenly the stubborn. And in the moment when the stars align, suddenly the stubborn dam gives way. Suddenly the stubborn dam gives way. Suddenly. Quite suddenly. The stubborn dam gives way. The art I make is fully, wholly mine. The words sing out. All right. Another slant rhyme. So we have so many slant rhymes today. Yes, I love that. The ideas pop into my head at night. The images that come into my head, they just keep me awake until I write. Find space as words and pictures on the leaf. A paragraph begins with splendid grace, then trips and falls in cliches old and worn. My metaphors duel badly out of place like knights whose armors dented, bent, and torn. And in the moment when the stars align, quite suddenly the stubborn dam gives way. The art I make is fully, wholly mine. The words pour out and sing upon the page. Masterpiece of wit and clever art that stir the silent chambers of the heart. Oh yeah, we're doing that as the closing couplet. Oh yes. There we have it. I think we just call it making art and the unbeatable urge to make it. Yeah. And this is from today, February 17th, 2026. The spark of imagination lights a flame. The spark of inspiration lights a flame. 10. Fantastic. You're saying it as a title, but I'm putting right here. Right. Fantastic. Oh my gosh, my friends, we have done such grand and good work today. This is phenomenal. I love it. This is so very good. We have done such excellent, amazing work this day, and I'm so happy to have all of you here with me to do it. This is truly one of the great pleasures in my life, getting to do this activity with all of you. And I hope you enjoy it as well. Like if you're enjoying it half as much as I am, then I'm obviously enjoying it twice as much as you are. That's called math. So I really hope that you do, because it's a great and good time. I appreciate these times together more than I could possibly say, and I want you to know that I appreciate all of you, each and every, collectively and individually. So just thank you. All right. So I'm just getting the document to look nice for the screen here. So give me one moment. And all right. Let's do it one more time because I messed up there. Just do it this way. There we go. All right, and then bring it up into here, and then we will have it for our finale. London folk saying maths. Yeah, it is maths, yeah. And how dare you judge me? I don't sit there judging you. I can say math. I'm an American, legally, in a very real and legal sense. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? We'll get back to that in a minute. Oh, London fog. Thank you very much. Glad to know me, and equally glad for what you do. Thank you. I judge you in fun. It's fine. So, but my friends, let us start wrapping things up. Yeah, no. Just Evelyn got the other tablet up, so I have another viewer on YouTube. Thank you, Evelyn. I appreciate you. Huzzah! So, friends, just a reminder that this Thursday we are going to have another episode of Writing Sonnets with Shakespeare. That one's going to be pre-recorded. It's going to be on YouTube, YouTube only for that one. And that one was actually done yesterday. So start getting suggestions for what we're going to be writing about in the comments for this one. And send me suggestions. You can email me as well. You can always send me an email, my friends, at shakespeare@shakespeareapproves.com. Again, that is shakespeare@shakespeareapproves.com. Send me an email with your suggestions. It's always greatly appreciated, and it's going to be fantastic. So Tuesdays, we're here live in the writer's room. Thursdays, it's a pre-recorded episode, which might be done live occasionally in the Patreon. So speaking of Patreon, you can become a Patreon of the arts by going to patreon.com/Shakespeare. Tiers $3 go up to $30. Everybody does get the same rewards. And that will include the occasional, let's write a sonnet together for Writing Sonnets with Shakespeare. And if you want to get your own sonnet commissioned, you can go to coffee.com/Shakespeare. That's ko-fi.com/Shakespeare to have me write a sonnet for you. And you can also just buy me a cuppa. Let's have one more noisy slip. I keep hitting the mic stand. Why? Why is my spatial awareness so terrible? I ask you. It's ridiculous. It's good internet audio. Don't care who you are. All right. And you can also, of course, buy my albums. Are You There, God? It's Me, Shakespeare, and Shakespeare's Summertime Study Guide. Those Midsummer Nights, available over at shakespeareapproves.bandcamp.com. Finally, if you'd like to join Paolo and I in 2027 in merry old England, where my accent comes from, go to destinationdnd.com or scan the QR code on screen to play Dungeons and Dragons with us in a castle. But we also have more local and less expensive, dare I say, adventures here in the United States, such as in New Orleans, and we're planning other weekend adventures as well. So go to destinationdnd.com and scan the QR code for more information. Now, let's get into one final reading of our sonnet. And here we go. Making art and the unbeatable urge to make it. The ideas pop into my head at night. The images that come into my head, they just keep me awake until I write. Find space as words and pictures on the leaf. A paragraph begins with splendid grace, then trips and falls on cliches old and worn. My metaphors duel badly out of place like knights whose armor's dented, bent, and torn. And in the moment when the stars align, quite suddenly the stubborn dam gives way. The art I make is fully, wholly mine. The words pour out and sing upon the page. A masterpiece of wit and clever art that stir the silent chambers of the heart. That's fantastic. Oh, my friends, we wrote a good sonnet today. If you're available to join me this weekend, I'm going to be at the Florida Renaissance Festival. Go to Linktree for all my socials and all of that, and to get ticket links as well. And of course, I'm going to have my upcoming after-hour show, my 20th anniversary special at the New Jersey Renaissance Fair. The title is a little bit of a work in progress at the moment, but you can scan that QR code right there. Let's see if I do it right. Yes, I did! Oh, fantastic. Yeah, Shakespeare, I can learn to mirror my imaging. Go right there to get tickets and use my code THEBARD26 to save $5 off of your order or each individual ticket if you decide to do separate orders. In the meantime, my friends, this has been Writing Sonnets with Shakespeare. It's been a fantastic and grand adventure today, as it is every time I'm here with you. Until next time, remember that you are loved, you are precious, you are amazing, and you are such stuff as dreams are made on. I love you, you love me. There's mutual glorious affection, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.